In today's video, we are going to discuss about the pain points, the questions, the roadblocks, the important things to our defined micro niche, our ideal customer persona, and then what things do they value. So we started all this by defining who is our target customer basically, like what are the multiple different target customers or micro niches for our particular product, which one we would like to pick. We went through this part. Then the second is how we can identify that particular micro niche on social media platforms. If we can't find that particular micro niche on social media platform, but I would say in a broader sense, that's also fine, like community around stress balls, community around fidget toys. If we can't find that, we would skip particularly that product idea, etc. We would skip that. So we went through this second part, and then the third part we did some working for the social listening, like what are the hobbies, what is the basically lifestyle, what are the activities of my target micro niche or ideal customer persona. Now in the fourth section, this is the fourth step of the ladder basically. Now we are going to identify or learn more about the pain points, the different flavors of pain, then the pain points behind why do people purchase the product, what is the motivation, what is the psychology behind this purchase of the particular product. There are two reasons, yeah, or there are two, I would say, aspects in which we can improve or in which we can proceed the product development part. First one is improving the catering the pain point or the player point. Like let's say you are catering a pain point of a customer in a particular product. If I cater that better than you, or if I cater that player point better than you, then definitely I have served the purpose of product development. Because if after product development our customers are not preferring my product as compared to the products which are already available on the marketplace shelf, then that effort doesn't make any sense. And then the second aspect is improving the user experience, like Apple does that most of the times. First part that hits on the functionality part and the pain point, etc. The second part is kind of more like aesthetic part and the better user experience. That there's no certain or tangible reason like why should I get this, but because of the better user experience, because of the better experience with that product as compared to other products, we are going to prefer this point, or we are going to prefer this product. This is somewhat commonly happen in maybe the restaurant industry, where some of the times the food quality is same in both ends, but because of the better customer experience, better user experience, customers prefer to go to the B option always, which is offering the better user experience basically. So these are the two perspectives, these are the two aspects, either this way or that way. These are the two things in which we will do the working to cater the product development portion. So here is the set of question about which we are going to discuss in this particular session. Basically, we need to define what do the customers want. They want the product stress ball, for example. Why do they want that? That is the problem point. Now, there are two flavors of the problem. The first one is what problems people are facing while using the product. That's a flavor. Like I am using this, maybe this remote. What problem am I facing while using this product? And this is the first flavor. So these can be the defects, the negative points of the product, etc. Some kind of bad user experience. The major thing of, or the major source of that is Amazon review inside in the search query, not in the search query performance, but in the Amazon product opportunity explorer part. And then again, that is the one source which each and every Amazon seller is going to access. And then again, the second point for that is doing social listening on all the 5 social media platforms with the approach we discussed in the last video. The second flavor is what are the problems due to which customers are using the product. Now let's say my problem while using the stress ball is maybe durability. It gets stinky, it leaves some stickiness on my hands, or it leaves some smell. Okay, these are the minor pain points, I would say. But then again, durability is the main point, which is the pain point I feel while using the product. Now come to the second flavor. The second flavor is what are the reasons or what are the problems due to which I'm using the product. So that is again all the micro niches: the stress, the grip strength, the distraction issue, autism, ADHD. If you find the autism parenting community, you would find, I would say, at least 130K a group having this kind of strength, where people are talking about particularly autism. So that's a handsome audience, and definitely each and every parent in that would have a children, or maybe in their relatives or maybe their own, who is going through the autism part. So definitely that also has a big audience. So the first pain point, the problems we are facing while using the product, that is always preferred upon the second pain point. But then again, there's a reason for both flavors. So if you find the issues while using the product, you know where you need to create the product development. And then again, in all the development options, you need to identify, I mean, we would sort it, those development efforts which are pretty minor, like let's say, like we discussed previously, changing the pack size or maybe changing the color size. That is something very easy to replicate, so we would try our best to avoid that. And then there's a second segment which needs a bit of effort, so your competitors might take time to replicate whatever the changes you have done, and during that time period you can excel and build a good position in the market for your particular development part. And then the second part, like why we are talking about the problems due to which I'm using the product, because then again I would see, are there any similar pain points, are there any similar problem which I can cater by adding on some feature in this particular product. For example, if there was not this smartphone right now in the world, I need to have a torch, a watch, and then a music player, maybe an iPod, and then again a camera separately, and then again a notepad. I'm not talking, and then again a phone, a simple Nokia phone with which I can call, and then again maybe a voice recorder. So what mobile phone did, let's say they catered the problem of calculator. Can they, are there any similar small things which they can add in the smartphone? Someone said maybe flashlight, so they've added flashlight. Someone said maybe navigator, to define the direction, so they added that part. Then someone said the notepad, etc., such kind of stuff. So if there are any similar problems which can be added through this particular same product, or we maybe we may can add any kind of feature which can help us to cater an other problem which is being faced by my same micro niche or my same ICP. That's the reason why we are talking about the second flavor of pain. And the second reason is, are there any other solution to this problem? Because if we know the second flavor of pain, which is why, what is the pain, why we are using this product, then the other sub branch, that the mobile phone example, that was the first sub branch of the second flavor of pain which I mentioned to you guys. Now then there is a second sub branch, the second branch of the second flavor of pain, that is, are there any other products which people are using to cater this particular problem? Are there any other product to cater the same problem? And for example, there is stress ball to cater the fidgeting issue, the fidgeting habit. And then again there is puppet toy, that was again like there was a wave of fidget spinner that was to cater the fidget part. Before than this, there was stress balls. Then someone came up with a better solution of the problem, that was fidget spinner. And then someone came up with a further different solution of the problem for the same problem, fidgeting, that was pop it. And now these are three different solutions to the same problem, which is fidgeting. So can I combine those? And in the development section, we would see there are some examples where people have combined two different solutions to the same problem in one section, and that have helped them to gain the boost. So that can be simple development part as well, but all it depends upon these boring drills in the last 2 3 videos and this video as well, which we need to pass through to basically achieve that particular section, achieve that particular portion. So I'm not going to do the social listening part on the social media platforms, but definitely you guys need to do that. That would extend the length of this video to maybe 20 30 minutes plus. So what I'm going to do is simply is, here we are in the product opportunity explorer, and I have mentioned the stress balls, and Here is the customer review insights. I'm going to this part instead of using the Helium 10 review insight tool. So here are the positive ones. Like 17% people mentioned that this product is a fun. Why? What is the motivation behind purchasing the product? Is entertainment. 16% mentioned about the price part. Then this is the gifting. There's another usage of this as well. There's something named as stock stuffers, which people use around the Christmas. Like there's a big sock. I would say sock stuffer, or I don't know, sock stuffer or stock stuffer. Either of these name they have. So they have a large sock and this stuff gift in it, and the children play and kind of fetch the gifts out of that large sock. So this is something as also a micro niche. Like a toy is also a micro niche for stress balls, and all these different positive points. But let's come to the point which we want to discuss here, the negative points. Durability. Around 53% people complained about durability. So that's a very valuable data here. And you can solve the durability portion in maybe tens of different ways. So here comes the development opportunity. Around 53% people are complaining about the durability, but did not last long. Individually wrapped and one broke on the first use, like freshly opened box, fell apart, these kind of issues. So this is the problem we have. So after identifying the pain point, after identifying the first flavor of pain, let's go through these set of questions together. So what is the pain point people have? The pain point is durability. What would be the question around this pain point? The question would be, how can I increase the durability? I mean, everything, all these answers are pretty damn simple. That's why I want to run this example in front of you guys so you can get an idea. What is the problem? Durability. What is the question? My micro niche or my ideal customer persona would have. How can I increase the durability? What are the roadblocks? So if I define the roadblock part here, whenever we tend to make some changes, some development, when we make some changes in a product, it do bring a couple of other components being changed, or a couple of other number of changes as well along with our desired change. Let's say we are planning to increase the durability. It may make the prior product more costly. Now I'm not saying making the product costly is not fine. This is the customer who is going to confirm if they're going to buy our product at high price or not. But then again, that can be a companion component. Like I was going to change the durability and this got changed as well. Now the price point is going to be high. Or maybe the other component which is being changed after changing the durability portion, or along with the change of the durability portion, that is toxic material. I have to add a material which can be toxic for the children, or which can be toxic, yeah, for children would be a wise thing, or which can be in the worst case scenario in very pathetic kind of development, which is toxic for my hands as well. So what are the roadblocks? Roadblock is I need to increase the durability while keeping the product in the same price range, and without toxic free material. That's the roadblock. Basically, like we want to achieve that, but what are the things which we would like to keep same? That is keep each and every other feature. That is toxic free product. That is the fun part. That is the price part. So these are the roadblocks basically, and we need to keep these thing in mind while we are changing the durability. Okay, so result they want durability. What do I have problem? The product is not durable. What do I want as a result? I want to make the product durable. What is the question? How can I make the product durable? So everything would be the changed angle around that particular key pain point. So what do they value? Like maybe now here is the positive part which you are going to get in the social listening, on Facebook groups, on Reddit community, on YouTube comment section, on Instagram comment section, on TikTok comment section, on blog forums, on maybe Answer the Public, all these things. What do they value? They value the fun part. In the Amazon review inside beta version as well. Like they value the fun part. They value the fidgeting part. or they also value the cost effective part. If someone is mentioning, no, I want this to be cost effective, if you could not find someone mentioning this, then maybe that's not the main value they have. So the value is like the fun part, the entertainment part. That's the value. The your end result, your end outcome should have that value in it. So if we identify the problem, catering these different angles is quite simple, like I have just mentioned in this example. And then again, it's very useful and it's going to be very helpful later on as well. So that's basically the overall buyer builder worksheet, where we need to identify our micro niche, where we need to identify where the ideal customer persona is hanging out online, how we can do that, what are the hobbies, how we can do the social listening to identify the hobby part, how we can do the social listening to identify the activity part, how we can do the social listening regarding how to identify the problem part, what are the two different flavors of pain or problem, and how we can utilize the first flavor, how we can utilize the second flavor, what are the two different branches of the second flavor. And then once we, there can be multiple pain points, like we had mentioned around 7 8 micro niches, and we are picking up one, the fidget toy, or the fidgeting part. That's in the similar way, you need to identify one or two major problems, not more than that. So once we do that, we need to revolve angles around that problem, the question around that problem, the roadblocks around that problem, the results, and the valuable part. So that's something which wraps up the ideal customer persona part. See you soon in the next video. Till then, goodbye.